Alright, the first movie that I want to review this week is called Lars and the Real Girl. It was released in 2007. It was directed by Craig Gillespie, and a family member recommended this film to me. It's basically about a man, Lars, who is socially awkward and finds it hard to make friends. He stays in the backyard of his family home, and his brother and sister in law stay in the main house. And he stays in sort of a coach house behind the main house. He spends most of his time with himself. He goes to work at an office. They don't specially mention what he does, but it's a basic 9 to 5 office job. All of his relatives and friends are worried that he does not interact with too many people. He just spends time with himself. So they encourage him to go out and be with other people. And that includes romantically being involved with someone, maybe dating someone, so he has more company. His sister-in-law constantly reaches out to him, to invite him over for dinner, and he has friends at his church or calling him in for other events, but he just seems to enjoy his own company, based on how I see it. But one day he does something odd. He decides to order a life-size doll, and he tells all his friends and family member that he's dating this life-size doll. Now, this is the part of the movie that I feel is really endearing and really beautiful. The entire community realizes that this is very absurd. His brother and sister-in-law are shocked, but for about 5 to 6 months or so, they decide to play along with Lars. Now, a few things you have to know about Lars is that he lost his mother when he was really young, and his father was really distant. His brother moved out when he was quite young, so he basically had a really troubled childhood, and he found it hard to develop those social connections. And the way I see it is that he's scared of connecting with someone because he's scared of losing someone from the fear of losing so many people growing up. And connecting with this doll was a way to connect with something that would not die, and stay stable and not expect too much from him. And by the end of the film, I think there is a resolution where you see that Lars somehow, through the experience of being with this doll, learns how to open up to people, learns how to consider their needs. And there is a girl at his office that's really interested in him. He also accepts her request to go on a date. And but I really think the most beautiful part about this film is how the community plays along and accepts that that doll is Lars' new girlfriend. And in the process of doing that, they notice that Lars opens up, and I think it shows you that unconditional love can move mountains, and help you go through a lot of difficult times in your own life. And that's my review of Lars and the Real Girl. Please subscribe to this channel for more such reviews, and thanks for listening.